I think we're good. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My internet is completely just disconnected for a second there. Oh. Okay, let's continue here. Oh, let's see if I'm actually streaming, if I just got a notification that, like, I'm not from restream. Restream says yes, I guess it just restarted. Twitch says I'm still good, okay. No need to double hear that. Ugh. Huh. Yo, Pad, what's going on, man? Good morning to you, sir. It's probably morning for you. Well, let me update this counter again. How goes it, my man? Yep, no AM. You pull an all-nighter again? So I slept like I think I told Brew, but I guess I didn't tell you. I didn't even pull an all-nighter last night. I went to bed early last night, but then I slept most of yesterday. I slept for majority of my birthday. Like I got up at like 6 p.m. Like I was like up a little bit during the day. Like I went. Well, so what's crazy is I was driving to work and I was like, oh crap, I forgot my work phone. I need that to sign into my computer and everything. So I go back and then I grab it and then I just kind of like collapse on my bed and I just pass out essentially. I was just, I don't know. I had just a little bit of a headache, but that alone, I was just super duper exhausted or whatever. And luckily I was able to do what I needed to do from home because I didn't have to do that much that day, but it was absolutely crazy. So I didn't actually get to work on the script that much yesterday. I did one really big scene, and that's it. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I just want to be done, man. I keep saying, oh, I'm writing. I'm stuck in writing land, guys. You know, blah, 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 blah. I just need to lock in and finish this. You know what I mean? So, I'm here. Like I said, I have 3 scenes left. It's going very well. I had to look at the timeline and pause a lot, though, because one thing I was struggling with, and I get your opinion on it, because obviously, you know the game. So, what was gonna happen, and what I had written in the timeline, was the party goes to heaven, right? And this one route, hell is like unleashed upon the world, you know, like, oh my god, demons are everywhere. We need all the sins and virtues to spread out to deal with them. And then I was like, and then they recruit the angels to fight them, and I was like, on second thought, I don't. Maybe if I had time and a lot of scope, I could do that. But that's a lot of effort for that idea that I'm not like completely sold on. And the reason is, I think the game's actually better if like the majority of the world doesn't understand that it was like in peril. Because I had to think about that. I was like, okay, if demons show up fucking everywhere and in the route where you can actually continue to play the game once it's over and talk to everybody, they would just all be like, holy fuck, what was that? You know, like every single town. They're freaking out. And I'm like, no, but like this is the route I'm working on, is the route where everything goes so according to plan, it's impossible. Like this is like the best possible route. That's, you know, meant to be impossible. I don't think I think it should go so well that that doesn't happen either. And then they win, but they don't get the glory of it. I think it's better if it stays self-contained, you know? Obviously there's some big spectacle, but it's contained, it's hidden from the rest of the world. They have to deal with it. The party. That's where I'm kind of at. I just don't think it's the type of game, especially because I haven't like set it up. Like, I feel like the players won't give a fuck about like, oh, near the end of the game we need to recruit the angels or whatever. They don't care. That's because that wasn't the goal at the start. The goal is always we need the 14 divine weapons that are tied to these characters. So it's gonna be about these characters, and they always like they elevate themselves above the common man. So why should the common man get involved at the end? You know, we don't. It doesn't need to be a big budget action movie. It's about the characters. So that's where I'm kind of at. And then once I made that decision, I had to rewrite some stuff. But I think it's better like that. You know, I think when players finish the game, they shouldn't be like, "Oh my god, that was so epic." It's not going to be that epic in RPG Maker. You know, it's just not going to be. But I can succeed in making them finish the game, and they could be like, that was so good because I love these characters and I love their arcs and I love spending time with them. I can do that. So that's where I'm like, okay, I'll just focus on that. Yeah, cool. Right, exactly. And you know, you still have to fight an unholy amalgamation, right? And in this route, and you still have to fight some other things, and there'll be like epic like fantasy music, like you know, like ah ah ah, like the all that shit. See some unworldly stuff, but you don't have to see like a lot of shitty angels not really moving, fighting demons not really moving, with some animations around with like a panning shot and some bad fire effects in like every single town that you've been to that you don't really give a fuck. It'd be more impactful if like the people don't care about the towns, right? But they're gonna care about the characters. Like if I put the characters in danger, then they'll be like, oh shit, I want to go save these characters. But if I'm like, okay, Angel's Landing is on fire, people are gonna be like, okay, I guess I should save it. Fair. If you have that temperament, I don't feel like it's gonna be hard for. Well, I don't know. I feel like you're nicer. You're nicer than what you claim, buddy. I feel like you're gonna get this ending. Maybe not at first, but it'll be the second ending. Or maybe you will get this one first, actually. Now that I've started to really work on them, they actually are different enough where I'm feel like, okay, yes, it's a lot of work, but I made the right move and separating them, and it's actually gonna be worth, you know, doing both. Oh yeah, it'll be easy to do. At the very least, I'm sure you'll be able to see all three. And Route C is really short. So, like, Route C in total would be like an hour or two. And they only have one shared fight. They have like one semi-shared sequence, and then only two of the routes have one shared fight, and then so the rest of the routes have completely unique fights to them. So it'll be cool. Swaglish, it says there. You know what's funny? Oh, actually, there's a route. So in some of the routes, you get to choose how the story ends. There's one possible ending inside of a route where Max dies. But now that like it's refined because I changed it up from the timeline and it's like all before me now. I'm actually like really happy. I'm really proud of the work that went in. It makes sense why it took this long to make. Now that I like see the full picture, I'm like, okay, not I wasn't just fucking around. I actually was working on it because this it came together really nicely in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Well, especially one that has like I said, like three routes. That's like, oh my god. Okay, wait a minute. If Pad, if you add up all my routes together, I think arguably Our Dying World becomes Book of Shadows length. If I make a Book of Shadows length game at this quality, like, that's gotta be like some RPG Maker badge out there. For like best guy or something. It just dawned on me. And then I rename Our Dying World to just Book of Shadows 2 if it fails. Okay, screw it. It's a joke now. There's magic pencils in that game. I can see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll have perfectly fine saves. Because I don't expect people. I expect people to do the one route they go down and not touch the other ones. Also, something I was gonna ask you and Brew. It makes sense to obviously like when I have Act 3, like if I have when I have 1.0 ready for testing, I'll give you guys like an Act 3 save file, obviously. Uh, but well, okay, the main thing is like I should definitely have Act 3 tested by you guys, right? Like it makes sense for me to ask that for the quality assurance, because obviously there will be stuff that happens. The only reason I'm like, oh, I hesitate is just because like obviously, um, I should always ask, you know, like you guys and like Moogle and all the other people and like Sanctuary, just for quality assurance. But like again, the only reason I hesitate is like I know the want to. Yeah. That's very true. I keep forgetting to finish from saying. The reason I hesitate is I know like the desire to like, oh, I want to wait till it's like fully done, and I don't want to like have you guys like, oh, like Our Dying World, you know, fully comes out, and you're like, nice man, but I tested it so much, I don't want to ever play it again. That's the that's the downside of what comes with testing, I suppose. But that might be like a kind of a naive view to have on it. Or like a selfish view. That's true. And you wouldn't be playing from the start, you know? It would just be like a snippet looking for bugs and etc. And that way when it fully comes out, like you could play from the start and it wouldn't be like, and it would still be like you would see like all the differences and it would be just fresh enough to where you could do another route. If that makes sense. I hope the game won't be like too boring at that point. Where you could kind of like clinically test one route. I think that might be the way to go about it. Obviously, I'm gonna test the fuck out of it before it comes out and before I hand it to you guys. Yeah, testing's more important. Yeah. Yeah, obviously. It's a hard obviously to swallow, but it's true. Okay, once I finish this scene, there's only gonna be 2 left. Holy. It's just a long ass scene. Yo, what's up? How's your stream going? What's up? Muchili underscore TTV. Hopefully I said that right. Muchili. It's going well. It's going well. Making a ton of running progress. This script I've been working on has been in the. I know it says only 28 pages, but this is like just one section I'm working on. It's like divided into a lot. It'll be like 600 pages total. This is like a script I've been working on for like 6 years. So 6 years. All good. Thanks for asking. How about you? All good. Doing well. Thanks for it. Okay, maybe it's because it's 3:18 in the morning for me. Did I ask? Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I was like, what is the chance like this is like a bot response? Sorry. I was like, wait, did I ask you that? That's like an odd response, but okay, obviously you're listening. So you mentioned 600 pages. Yeah, 600 pages roughly. I'll be adding this on top of my main script. Let's see, my main script is, I know like it's a bajillion pages, but in particular it's, do I play D&D? Yes, I do play D&D. I haven't in a couple years, but about 2 years ago I ran 2 Minds of Phandelver campaigns. I DM'd for it. For them. No, not right now, but I'm trying to finish this game I've been working on for ages. And then once that's done, I want to run a Curse's Shroud campaign for my friends. I think I have D&D in the tags because of that. We would stream a little bit of D&D back in the day. I occasionally streamed like map making and stuff too when I was doing that, and like making like tokens and stuff like that. That's pretty fun. I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes a group just gets really full and it's like it's just so much to add another person and it's nothing personal. So I make their OCs only. What does YK stand for? You know characters? My friends say that you're non-serious. Hey, do you make characters? Gotcha. Okay, so not okay, so yeah, the script with 2 of the endings that I have so far written down, not including some extras and some other parts, is 317 pages and 92,000 words. So it'll be... Wait, 92,000? It doesn't seem right. Hang on. Let me open that. Nice. Well, I hope that goes well for you, man. Now it's not telling me how many words it is. A bajillion. $91,000 words. Really? I swear it would be more. Okay. Pursue them. I'm trying to know how to play also help people who are using Gemini for OCs and NPCs. Okay. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You can look. I have it on Steam. If you're interested, you can always give it a wish list, which really helps me out. And then there's also a good demo portion. Yeah, you also using Gemini or AI or characters? No, 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 no. I don't use any AI for art or writing. I don't mind it for code. I think code's completely different, but I'll never use AI to help me with writing. At least in like, I'll never have AI write something for me. And I'll never use art it gives me either. Or music. Like those creative fields, I just no. Yeah. I'm not an AI hater. Like I think you can use it in certain ways, but you can't just be like write me a scene and then use that scene and then no. Like you could be like, okay, uh I'm trying to name a character that doesn't have a name yet. Give me like 50 names, and if you like combine a name, it gives you something else. Like that's whatever. Like you're just using a name generator. Who cares? What? So you don't place characters in your projects? Do you mean like that my D&D characters or what? Yeah, no, completely separate. I never have like OCs that like need to be inserted in one story if they're already in another. Like even as an Easter egg, I won't do that. Maybe someone else's like D&D character could be like a little side adventurer you could talk to, and it's like an in between them. But like no, I'll never self insert. Yeah, it's like all these characters in the game. I mean, it's a big RPG. It's they were created for this story, and they're gonna stay in the story. The story itself may get expanded, but that would be cool. But I'll if you give me the chance. I don't understand what you mean by that. I mean, I'll make you characters or any OC you want for D&D. Well, thank you for the offer, but I'm okay. If I am gonna make a character, I'd want to make the character. You know what I mean? So the offer's sweet. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks for your appreciation. You're welcome. That's very nice of you. Can you see my work? Just want feedback from you, if you don't mind. Yeah, sorry, dude. I'm gonna have to decline. I just from the way you've been talking, this could be a false flag, but I immediately kind of like you talk like someone who's soliciting artwork. It happens all the time in these streams. If I knew you better, I would say, of course, no problem. I'll give feedback, but I just don't know you like that. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's plenty of other people or streamers or places you can ask that could give you better feedback than I could. I'm not an artist. Oh man, I'm not a public artist. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're public or not. I'm sorry. It's just you gotta think about it, like the optics and everything, as well. I know. I'm not saying take it It's not personal, but this is super common. It happens all the time to small streamers like myself. People are like, can you look at my artwork? And then it's followed by, so like, would you commission me? Or it's like, but no pressure or rush. I'm just okay with your decision. All right, cool. I'm glad you understand. It's important to have boundaries on both sides. But all 5 fingers are not the same. I mean, I'm not here to argue with you, no offense. I'm just trying to work on the script, man, and it's gonna be like a chill stream. I just don't know you like that. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to trust my gut here. Ah, the music's gone. 3 hours. I'll do 1 more hour. I can do that. Huh. Boys, it is 4 a.m. I'm not going to sleep, but I need like a mental like reset break. I've been going for 4 hours. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So, thank you for everybody that joined. Thank you, Mochi TTV. Thank you, all the workers. Thank you, Pad. Thank you, Midwest, for the raid. Thank you, Quizzical Chin, for the follow as well. Weep, always good to see you, buddy. Anyone else? Ragnarok, of course. Hope your game goes well. If I don't see you guys, I fall asleep. That's what it is. Like, I'm not gonna, I'll be honest. Sometimes you you underestimate the amount of work it would be. I spent like an hour kind of like writing ideas and tweaking things of how the script was gonna go. Because I did not follow the timeline actually. So, like I said, like 3, I might still finish it tonight, but like I said, I need a mental little reset. So until then, take care, guys. Have a good one. At the very least, we'll be back Monday for like a regular development stream, and that may involve finishing this. Who knows?